best advice for me when I ask him, what advice do you have for a young artist who's just setting out to build his studio on his farm? And then he's like, don't do it. Oh. Welcome to Trash Talk with your favorite garbage artist, James Talbot. This week I'm in Austin, Texas with the crew and we're making a really big troll, and the hair is these old cedar roots.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Stuff that was in the front and not what was behind the ear.
I've heard about this artist called James Talbot that lives here in Austin, Texas, and then I wrote him if maybe I could come and meet him and say hi. So now me and Alexa and her friend Jen and my two boys are here to meet with James, say hi and check out what he's doing because it looks nice.
Hi Thomas.
Thank you for having us.
Sure.
Okay, nice to meet you, Talbot.
I've got a lot of doorbells. These are all altars. This is the air altar. That's the fire altar. Over there is the earth altar with those big crystals. That's one of the uncompleted parts is the water altar, which goes where that mirror face is.
Yeah, that's a really nice one, that mirror face.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Did you have it all planned out before you started building it, or how much of, like, did you have any
half
sketch?
and half.
Half and half, basically, you know? But you just like, what do you call this room?
The Bali room.
The Bali room, okay. No, like the feeling I have here for this room, it's like a Kung Fu studio.
We've had house concerts here and performances there, and
This is no doubt the most stunning home I've ever been in.
sometimes I use a white cement for the final coat.
Yeah, but they're really nice, the flow and all the lines that you have here, and like
Yeah.
also these long lines that go through. So what's driving you to do this? Like, I mean, it's such a big undertaking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you just can't help yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I just want the world to have more of this
Yeah,
than I want it to have other things. I'm not really sure. I like to make things.
yeah,
And I need a place to live, and I want the place to be supportive of what I'm, you know, who I am and what I do. And Natural Home magazines had a House of the Decade contest, and this got third
yeah.
as a green home. More firemen's poles outside.
Do you take that every morning?
Not every morning,
Okay.
but it's a good way to get down if you don't have too much in your hands.
Yeah.
Oh, should I take the fireman's pole down?
No, we're going. Well, you can take this other one.
Oh, it's like being inside a dream.
But yeah, I did a lot of this kind of stuff for playgrounds, but it was safer.
Yeah.
This wouldn't pass. Come across, it helps to screen. It wiggles a little bit, but it's safe. It used to be more
Do you have
flexible.
a good advice for a young artist who's venturing into making his life's the box for the rest of his life, or if you can say it like
Don't
that?
do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Don't do it unless you have to. Work in sequins and stained glass, and I can cook the plastic in a little toaster oven, and I can.
But how many have you done of these ones?
Oh, quite a few. I mean, I've been doing this the longest.
Yeah.
Since the early '70s. I had one project that had about 500,000 beads, but you know, I don't think it's much different than your shingles. The backside's a little bit more Caribbean looking, I guess. Are you interested in visiting that the park sculpture? Be able to even get inside. The woman who helped me with the ceramics, that's kind of her signature look, and some stained glass actually.
I like how it's kind of like symmetrical, but organically symmetrical.
Yeah. What is it? Vitruvian Man. This one never got colored, and it really never got a sealant. Yeah, that's the change. Teenagers in a program, a volunteer program.
It's a little bit ghosty on the outside. Really, thank you so much for taking the time.
You're
okay. Well, I must say I'm a little bit speechless after meeting James Talbot and seeing his house, his humble house. My Rancho Dampo feels like it has a long way to go. But that was an insanely intricate and detail-rich environment to be in and to live in. Yeah, and his best advice for me when I ask him, what advice do you have for a young artist who's just setting out to build his studio on his farm, and then he's like, don't do it. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, because I think you can probably easily get absorbed in just, as you should, right? Be absorbed in just making everything just around you beautiful. So big up for that, Talbot. So me and Nils just realized watching the video for the last time that it might be a little bit hard for you to understand what the next part is about. But the next part is about a local guy called Greg that over the last 10-20 years have been collecting maybe 500 to 1,000 cedar roots that he's dug up by himself here in Austin. All those roots are the roots that will be the hair of the sculpture Morland's Fountain that I will finish next week. So that's what Greg is talking about.
Too high.
Do you have Greg tell about where he got all the roots?
Yeah, I did.
It's a great story.
It's quite interesting, yeah?
Yeah.
It is.
I love it.
Let's see this one. See, this is a beauty right here. Whoa.
I love it when people like
That's really
think
cool.
that way. I know.
Yeah.
Hope that's not on camera.
So the
No,
good thing is
no.
Yeah, I see that red light.
All right, what do we got to know about what do you want to know about my crazy collection of cedar roots here?
Yeah.
And when I started discovering these, it was a slow process, and then of course, obsessions build. I just think that when you look at boulders and nature is the best sculptor of all. I mean, look at this beautiful piece here. The reason they become like stone and this kind of amazing material is they suck up nutrients from the land, minerals. And if they're pulled out of the ground and they're flipped over long enough and they get our Texas sun bakes everything out, but those minerals, they become basically stone. But
How long have you been collecting them?
I'd say kind of seriously or obsessively, probably for I'd say about 20 years.
How did you come across and how do you dig up these roots?
That's how it kind of strikes me if I'm driving by and I think there might be some in a field somewhere and I feel like I need to meditate, I'll do that. Some of them have turned up on their own and I'll just take those. But the ones that I feel like that I pried up that have been, they're always dead. I would not hurt any kind of a tree. So many people hate them in Central Texas because of what they do when they're alive. But I think the beauty of them when they've passed and you can preserve the roots, they're really beautiful. This one here, the way that it wrapped around itself, I mean, that's like pretty stunning. Getting them, and it's a very good meditation to walk out and very respectfully insert my Texas toothpick, or it's a big piece of rebar, and pry them out gently and turn them over and reveal them. I don't care if I look weird or whatever, and people go, "Why is that guy digging up a stump?" Actually, maybe that's okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun that they might think that.
How do you feel after you dig out a good one? Like,
oh, euphoric. Thomas saw the beauty of these, and the fact that they've been in the ground and now they're going to be, this 20 feet up in the air, and part of the troll is the reason the universe was speaking to me. There we are, cedar roots, obsession, and it's so. What's funny when Thomas and we came and brought all these over here, and I saw them, I was like, oh, I thought my lifelong collection would be bigger than this, but so I've already stopped a couple times since then and
found some more.
Just because I had to.
Yeah. Gotta keep going.
But Badur, you think we can finish the hair today, or if not today, then we'll finish next week.
That only showed up on statistical stuff.
So much you.
Yeah, I totally. I just wrote this morning. I'm okay. I'm sort of fine. Got the hoarder disorder on borderline. Something like that.
Hip hop rap.
Hip hop rap.
No?